The full story of Gandalf, the Flame of Anor. In the vast world of Middle-earth, created by J.R.R. Tolkien, one figure stands out as a beacon of wisdom, strength, and light in the darkest of times: Gandalf. Known to many as Gandalf the Grey, and later Gandalf the White, his story stretches beyond what most mortals could ever imagine. Before he was ever known as Gandalf, he was called Olórin. He wasn't a human, but a Maia, an immortal spiritual being from the Undying Lands, far beyond Middle-earth. As a Maia, Olórin was created by Eru Ilúvatar, the supreme god in Tolkien's universe. He served the Valar, particularly Nienna, the spirit of mercy and grief, and learned compassion, patience, and humility. When the evil Dark Lord Sauron began to grow in power, the Valar sent 5 Maiar to Middle-earth in human form. These beings became known as the Istari, or wizards. They were Saruman the White, Gandalf the Grey, Radagast the Brown, and 2 mysterious blue wizards. Unlike the others, Gandalf was the last to arrive. He appeared as an old man, yet he was powerful beyond understanding. As Gandalf the Grey, he became known throughout Middle-earth as a wise wanderer, advisor, and protector. He wore grey robes, carried a wooden staff, and bore the elven ring of fire, Narya, given to him by Círdan the Shipwright to inspire others against despair. Gandalf spent centuries traveling, learning the tongues of men and elves, watching over events, and subtly influencing the world for good. He was never one to lead by command. Instead, he inspired courage and made others believe in themselves. When Whispers of Darkness returned, Gandalf was one of the first to suspect Sauron's resurgence. His investigations led him to Dol Guldur, where he confirmed that the Dark Lord was indeed regaining power. He also learned of a powerful magical object held by a simple hobbit, Bilbo Baggins. Gandalf realized that Bilbo's ring was no ordinary trinket. It was the One Ring, forged by Sauron himself. When Bilbo passed the ring to Frodo, Gandalf knew the fate of the world rested on this small hobbit's shoulders. He helped form the Fellowship of the Ring, 9 heroes sworn to protect Frodo and destroy the ring in the fires of Mount Doom. The Fellowship included Frodo, Sam, Merry, Pippin, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Boromir, Gandalf. Together, they set out on a perilous journey. But in the mines of Moria, they encountered a terror from the ancient world, the Balrog of Morgoth. In one of the most iconic moments in fantasy, Gandalf stood alone against the Balrog on the narrow bridge of Khazad-dûm. To protect his friends, he shouted, "You shall not pass." He broke the bridge and fell with the Balrog into the abyss. But that was not the end. Gandalf the White, reborn. Gandalf fought the Balrog through fire and shadow, defeating it atop the peak of Xiraxigil. His spirit left the world, but the Valar sent him back, resurrected and transformed. He returned as Gandalf the White, more powerful than before. Now he was the leader of the Istari, having replaced Saruman, who had fallen to evil. The War of the Ring and the fall of Sauron. Gandalf led armies, counseled kings, and inspired the free peoples of Middle-earth. He rallied Rohan, saved Minas Tirith, and brought Aragorn to the throne of Gondor. While Frodo and Sam journeyed to Mount Doom, Gandalf led the final charge against Sauron's forces at the Black Gate, buying time for the ring to be destroyed. When Frodo succeeded and the ring was unmade, Sauron fell, and Middle-earth was saved. With his mission fulfilled, Gandalf's time in Middle-earth ended. He boarded a white ship and sailed across the sea to the Undying Lands, alongside Frodo, Bilbo, Elrond, and Galadriel. It was the end of the Third Age and the end of Gandalf's watch. Gandalf was more than a wizard. He was wisdom cloaked in humility, power guided by compassion, and hope that shone in the darkest of times. He never ruled, but he led. He never forced, but he inspired. He taught that true strength lies in kindness, courage, and sacrifice. He was the flame that kept the world from going dark. The guardian of hope. The servant of the secret fire. He was, and forever will be, Gandalf the Grey, and Gandalf the White. The wizard who saved Middle-earth, and quietly walked away.